everybody, and welcome to this evening's edition of JD Daily News. First this evening, it is Monday the 18th of January, and this is a very important day, as it is in fact Martin Luther King Day. And in America, there is a national holiday, and this holiday takes place on the third Monday of each January, because Martin Luther King was born on the 15th of January in 1929. Now, Martin Luther King Day was first introduced and first became a holiday way back in 1983. But in fact, not all 50 states in America actually acknowledged this until the year 2000. Let's hear a few words from Martin Luther King himself.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
And next this evening, we go to our curriculum-based story for this evening. We haven't heard from Mr. Banks for a little while, and as I'm sure you know, Mr. Banks heads up all the science that is taught here at James Dixon. So let's hear what he's got to say.
Good morning, Year 3 and 4, and welcome to Lesson 1 of Living Things and Their Habitats. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at living things and thinking about how to classify them. So I thought, where better place to start than forest school and collecting some living things. Here I've got 3 Petri dishes with bugs that I've collected. So here's a question for you to think about. What's the difference between these bugs I've collected? I'll give you 30 seconds to think about this. If you need a bit longer, you can always pause it. And whilst you're doing that, I'm going to go and start a painting. And time's up. Well done, everyone. So now you've had some time to think about that, let's talk about what's the difference between each Petri dish. So our first one, the bugs in that, they are living. In our second Petri dish, the bugs in there, they're dead. And in our third Petri dish, well, this bug is actually made of plastic and he is non-living. So we can see that some are alive, some are dead, and some have just never been alive at all.
Tomorrow is Tuesday the 19th of January, and this is also a national day. It's National Popcorn Day tomorrow. I bet you didn't know that. So I thought it'd be a good idea to give you some fun facts all about popcorn. Did you know that popcorn is actually a very, very healthy snack? It's gluten-free and each serving only contains about 31 calories. Now, did you also know that about 70% of all the world's popcorn is eaten at home? And lastly, popcorn are kernels and they actually start to turn into popcorn at 180 degrees Celsius. This is when energy creates the kernels to burst, and that's when we get the foamy yellow appearance of popcorn. And it's got that yellow appearance because of all the starch that is in the kernels. So tomorrow, why don't you get yourself a healthy snack and celebrate National Popcorn Day? And lastly this evening is our shout out. We would all like to say a big shout out and hi to Mrs. Rosamond. Hi Mrs. Rosamond, we're missing you all and we can't wait to see you again when you come back to James Dixon. That's all from me for tonight's edition of JD Daily News. Please join me at the same time tomorrow. For now, good night.
Audio Jungle.